my friends are so wonderful, and I got a wifey that is beautiful.
When a truck spills its load, when a fuel faults, after a road accident involving valuable cargo, let's not see this as time to steal or loot. Stealing or looting in the face of disaster isn't just illegal. It is a betrayal of our shared humanity. Let's come together in times of disaster, not to take, but to give. Our focus should be on helping the victims and reporting the incident. Choose empathy. Be the light in darkness.
A nation's cultural heritage is also a source of wealth for economic development. The advantage of preserving our cultural legacies, therefore, cannot be overemphasized. Legacy that has stood the test of time in cultural preservation and economic empowerment. A perfect fit is an icon and epitome of cultural renaissance. Chief Mrs. Nike Okundaye and her enterprise, Nike Art Gallery.
I started my center in Oshogo by training the trainers. When I train you, you must train other people. I started that one in 1967 in Oshogo in the backyard of our house. So small, after I start with 20 people. So from there, those 20 people I train, I will tell them they must train other people. So now the center has expanded to 4 locations. The headquarters is in Oshogo. We are having 150 students. And all the spare parts you throw away, we start turning it to treasure. All these beads, they are from pure water bottle. The one I'm wearing now, they are from pure water bottle. So we are training people.
When it comes to promoting our cultural legacies within and outside the country, to attract the much needed foreign exchange for economic development, Nike Okundaye does not need any introduction.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of culture. You see the identity, Nigerian identity inside the drawing and the painting. You can feel it. It's very unique, very different. They have, even in the simple things, they are nice.
I'd like to buy everything because it's very beautiful. It's different. You see the colors. There is portrait, black and white, different color, classic, a little bit classic paints, but also moderns. And I don't know how to qualify because it's very different. It's a nice pleasure for the eyes.
Culture is what defines a people. In spite of dynamic change.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Nationwide. I am Dennis Adegunloye. Thanks for joining us. Let's begin in Addis Ababa as a positive force for change on the continent, the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OFLAD, is seeking to improve the lot of women by building agencies and partnerships that can fast-track the implementation of its 2025 to 2030 summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports that Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, addressed the session as a new member of the steering committee of OFLAD.
The Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OFLAD, is again convened to champion women's leadership and rights 30 years after the Beijing Women Conference of 1995.
A generation from now, my daughter...
Like it was then, issues about promoting opportunities for women, stemming gender-based violence, and securing the future of African children are still germane and rather more acute on the continent that now faces a $16 billion funding gaps. For Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, the theme of the assembly is a call to reflect on African values and how they can impact a new vision and reality for women on the continent.
This year marks since the adoption of the Beijing Declaration. The impact of this declaration is evident in the remarkable progress Nigerian women have made, emerging from our villages to big cities and even the world stage.
Although our journey with OFLAD began in August 2023, she notes that much has been accomplished for women, youths, the aged, and other vulnerable groups in Nigeria through effective implementation of OFLAD advocacy initiative by our pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative.
I want to assure this gathering that I will do more for Nigerian women, girls, and the youth in line with OFLAD's Strategic Framework 2025 to 2030, and we must all do our parts in our various countries to make us earn a place among the Committee of Nations. We must remember that Africa's true prosperity will be built upon the foundation of our rich history, vibrant cultures, and the strength of our people, with women and youth playing a pivotal role in shaping our future.
It is a defining moment for the organization, which is going through a leadership transition as the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Fatima Madabio, takes over from the First Lady of Namibia. But
we need to work together towards our common vision of a developed Africa with healthy and empowered children, youth, and women. Let us take a moment to reflect and pray for the nations in Africa that are facing war and conflict. May peace, justice, and stability prevail. Let us...
Well represented at the Assembly, international organizations and funding partners to ride the momentum against existing and emerging threats confronting the future of the continent. From Addis Ababa, Adeni Taiwo, NTA.
Back here, promoting legitimate cross-border trade and cultural exchange with neighboring countries will foster economic growth and promote regional integration in West Africa. This was the perspective of the Controller, Nigeria Customs Service, Ogun 1 Area Command, Idiroko, held at Idiroko, Ipokia local government area of Ogun State. Hakim Jimo reports.
The interactive session brought heads of various security agencies from Nigeria and Benin Republic together to brainstorm on how to foster integration in trade, arts and culture for economic prosperity.
This is Idiroko in Ipokia local government area of Ogun State, a border town between Nigeria and Benin Republic. We have just crossed over from Benin to Nigeria. The Festival of Art and Culture for Economic Development has become a platform for the integration of both countries.
The Controller, Nigeria Customs Service, Ogun 1 Area Command, Muhammad Shuahibu, and his counterparts from Benin Republic believe that the potentials in a robust, legitimate trans-border trade between both countries cannot be overemphasized.
We have what we call the import and export provision list. The moment you get to customs, they will sensitize you and they tell you what is important and what is not good. So I'm just telling the whole world that even the currency declaration that we always have to, if we are traveling, as a traveling passenger, you have a lot of privileges that you enjoy. But be as it is, you must declare your currency as you are traveling out with it.
That's why we prefer to use art as a tool to educating people and to promoting culture and integration, not just in Nigeria, but across the world. Also, to carry along the security personnel at the border for them to understand that this border is very unique.
A guest speaker who dwelt on the topic cross-border trade, what it is and why it matters, identified the porous nature of the border, language barrier, policies, currencies, and cultural differences as some of the challenges of cross-border trade. Exhibition stands within the command. From Idiroko,
violent and organized crimes, achieving significant breakthroughs in various states. In a daring rescue mission, police operatives in Kebbi State stormed Danfari Forest to rescue a kidnapped victim. 4 kidnappers were killed, 1 was arrested with serious injuries, and 3 million naira worth of ransom money was recovered. Similarly, in Imo State, a tactical raid has led to the killing of 2 IPOB ESN kingpins, the dislodgement of a terrorist camp, and the recovery of a large cache of weapons. A follow-up operation in Nkukwo Forest resulted in 3 more terrorists being killed and the seizure of firearms, motorcycles, and criminal charms. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun has commended the operatives for their bravery and reaffirmed security. He urges continued intelligence gathering, community collaboration, and vigilance, assuring Nigerians that efforts to dismantle criminal networks will persist with renewed determination. And the Nigeria Police Force is undergoing a significant transformation driven by the Inspector General of Police's directive to adopt a more tactical, intelligence-driven and results-oriented approach. This transformation is evidence in the graduation of 1,511 female police officers in Akwa Ibom State who passed through months of retraining to enhance their capacity to respond to security challenges. Etienne Ibanga reports.
The Nigeria Police Force's commitment to gender considered beyond their reach.
I can defend myself if I'm on operation, what I need to do, how to attack operation and how to withdraw back without me being injured or being killed.
The training means a lot to me. Now, I'm a police officer, gallant woman.
Before, I used to be a little bit afraid of the rifle, but now I can handle it very well. I can triple and assemble within 5 seconds.
With this training, we have the privilege to exercise our ability on how to use our rifle, handle it when we are called for operation or rapid or any emergency.
According to Commissioner of Police, Akwa Ibom State Command, CP Baba Azari, the graduates underwent rigorous training, including intense physical drills, weapons handling, counter-terrorism tactics, riot control, intelligence gathering, and community policing strategies.
These officers have been trained to respond to threats decisively, neutralize risks efficiently, and operate with the highest level of professionalism.
In Akara, Kumo, Badagry, takes it up from here.
The Nigerian Navy Forward Operating Base, Badagry, intercepted more than 1,000 bags of parboiled rice at Isalu and Yafin communities around Badagry.
The Nigerian Navy has zero tolerance for illegalities and all sorts of smuggling activities in this AOR. It is also important to reaffirm our commitments to strengthening our collaborations with other agencies, our sister services, other security-related agencies within Badagry and its environment, not forgetting the host community.
The Navy base, through its quick response team, also foiled smuggling attempts involving petroleum products, confiscating 3,375 liters of petrol, which was later destroyed, 121 parcels of cannabis, and rescued 9 suspected victims and Deputy Area Commander in charge.
Energy. Drug war involves everybody. It's not NLA alone.
The law enforcement agents, however, warned those engaged in smuggling to desist from the act or continue to lose their goods and face the wrath of
was at different registration centers in Lagos to ascertain the level of registration process, making sure things are done in tandem with the laid down regulations, while the new development incorporated into the registration process for this year is explained by the registrar.
We